musicians from Tanzania forced to flee to Kenya as hostile demonstrators in Tanzania, of course, declared they were ready to face them because they saw how these musicians sold Mama Samia Suluhu during the campaign period.
Tanzanian musicians Diamond and Zuchu have fled to Kenya amid the ongoing protest in Tanzania. According to Tanzanian activist Mange Kimambi, a group of 24 people including Diamond, Zuchu, Diamond's mother and other family members have fled to Kenya, and they are currently in Mombasa right now, and they fled using the airport in Tanga. Yesterday, Diamond deleted all the posts praising President Samia and the CCM party from his Instagram and Facebook pages. Tanzanian protesters have been targeting businesses belonging to musicians and politicians affiliated to President Samia Suluhu Hassan. For example, Bilnas's electronic shop was completely burned down. Musician Shilole's restaurant called Shishi Foods was also vandalized. Tanzania's Minister of Finance Nchemba also suffered major losses when his business was completely burned. The protest in Tanzania began on Wednesday and it has continued to escalate, and we're now entering the third day. Kenya might see an influx of Tanzanian artists and musicians seeking refuge in Kenya, especially those who endorsed President Samia Suluhu Hassan.
As we speak, majority of them, of course, who are selling the agenda of Samia Suluhu, they are currently either hiding in Tanzania or they have decided to flee to the neighboring countries, like for example Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya and Malawi. And those who are remaining in Tanzania, some of them, they are hiding. I saw a video of Diamond Platnumz mocking his fellow Tanzanians.
Kila uongozi mnalalamika, kila awamu mnalalamika. Jitafakari, tatizo ni uongozi, ni wewe. Kila awamu mna complain. Kila watu wenu wanawashauri ujinga. Kwenye kila awamu walilalamika. Tuwape nchi waongozi wao. Kauli fupi, fanya kazi. Yaani mwisho siku sio tunafanya kazi juu. Hakuna mtu anapewa zaburi hapa. Nisi pewa zaburi, Mario pewa zaburi, Yusa pewa zaburi, Dimbo zipa zaburi. Fanya kazi. Mwisho siku ni kufanya kazi.
Na sifanya kazi na asifaye.
Fanya kazi asile. Fanyeni kazi, acheni malalamiko. Usipokuwa na kazi utamwekea mtu mbaya. Utamwekea.
Why are they demonstrating? That they are complainant day in, day out. It is about bad leadership, bad leadership, bad leadership. As Diamond was asking his fellow Tanzanians, what do you want? This statement was not received well by Tanzanians who were demonstrating. And even they went ahead threatening Diamond, if you go extra mile, then we are going to be forced to bring down your music studio together with your businesses that we know. Now, as we speak, Diamond, Zuchu, together with his mother, Mama Dangote, we are being told that they are currently in Kenya. People like Chief Goodlove, they are also hiding in Kenya. As those who are selling the agenda of Mama Samia, they are facing the wrath of the demonstrators. Ladies and gentlemen, for more updates, ensure you subscribe to this channel, you like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much. Now, I remember, hapo mwanzoni, these musicians, they went against the people. They spent all their time of course, producing music, praising and adoring Mama Samia Suluhu as someone that should be re-elected. Samia Suluhu has been using these musicians as a tool to spread her message to the people. You've seen Diamond Platnumz, of course, praising Mama Samia through his songs. You've seen several Harmonize singing and praising Mama Samia Suluhu. But this time round, they are being told, you are wrong. We are not going to follow the direction you are showing us. So these musicians, they have been rendered powerless, as even them fearing what can mount on them. Apart from that, we have seen even Diamond Platnumz deleting some posts associated to Mama Samia Suluhu. And again, some songs being pulled down because things are not good in Tanzania. When you look at this scenario, I compare it with what happened in Kenya. In other words, I was just like sitting down and saying, you mean Tanzania was in a school of Kenyan demonstration? Everything that Kenyans were doing, they are doing them. What does it mean? It means, as much as we are so concerned, Tanzania may not remain the same again. Tanzania may not remain the same again. Because all we are seeing is extremely opposite to what we expected. That even musicians can flee. Members of parliament can flee. The CSS, even the military, they are shocked. What they are seeing with their two eyes has never happened in Tanzania. At the moment they saw this, they never expected this, what they're seeing with their two eyes. In other words, when we were approaching election in Tanzania, these musicians, they were so arrogant. They were so reckless, careless, speaking as if they own Samia Suluhu. But let them be told, the writings are, of course, in the wall. And they must be told, the kingdom of Samia Suluhu must come to an end. Even if she's going to swear in herself as the president-elect, let her be told that Tanzania is not going to remain the same. She's going to declare herself, of course, lead the swearing ceremony, but she must be told the writings are on the wall, and it might not be the same again. Ladies and gentlemen, as per what you've seen and what you can testify, do you think that Tanzania is going to remain the same? If already those who thought like they were going to be the one to be glorified, they are now facing the wrath of the people. Still you believe they are like going to carry the day? Because I don't believe if musicians who are praising Samia, they have fled. Then you look at members of parliament associated to Samia, they are hiding and they are not there, some of them. Samia herself, she's in big trouble. She doesn't understand how she's going to rescue herself, because already Whatever has been damaged, cannot be repaired. Already, the world has realized that Samia Suluhu was a dictator. Some things he did, or rather, some things she did, was not as per the will of the people of Tanzania. And that is why when you see people are storming the streets, wamevumilia huyu mama for long. Wamemvumilia kwa muda mrefu. Nimejua kuna wengine wanasema that there is no demonstration in Tanzania. Really? Kama demonstration hakuna, hizo video unaona zinatoka wapi? Hizo video zinatoka wapi kama hakuna demonstration Tanzania? So these individuals must be told, enough is enough. The writings are on the wall, and they must understand that even their bases have received earthquake. And Samia is going to declare herself. At that time, the demonstration ndio inaenda kushika vizuri. Samia will not have option but either to step down or continue massacring Kenya, Tanzanians. That is the option that Samia Suluhu she's having. Apart from that, let them continue face the root, or rather the wrath of the people. Because all along, I've seen even Samia was mocking Kenyans, saying, oh, sisi ni watundu, wakosa heshima, wakorofi. Sasa yeye ndiye amegeuka kuwa mkorofi. Mama hana adabu kwa wananchi. Are you getting that? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? For more updates, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Till we meet in another video.